when I said I never wanted to move again because I have moved every year for the past 3 years. But hey, in my defense, it's different this time, okay? Let me explain. I am super duper pregnant. And we live in a rather small 2-bedroom with my sibling, my husband, I, soon baby, pets. And I also have a home office. Behold the home office corner of the living room. So, baby needs space. Baby need to grow. Baby need a living room. Baby need a couch. So, we need to fix this. Luckily, the place we're going to is very close. Let me show you. Welcome to my new casa. Yes, I'm 17 weeks and moving. But yeah, this is the new place, so hopefully it's not too echoey. I do have my microphone on, so hopefully that helps. But I wanted to give you guys an empty place tour on top of moving my stuff over here, our stuff over here, baby stuff over here. I might throw in the gender reveal in this video. Oh my God, that's happening on Sunday. It's Friday. And I only have a couple hours until Steven gets home, and then we have a hockey game, because yes, we're fully integrating into Canadian life. Let me wrap up this tour for you guys real quick, show you everything, and then we will skedaddle to moving things around, and then maybe we'll reveal the gender reveal. So quick, go down to the comments, put in your guess, come back and see if you're right, and let's get things going. This is my little front door, and yes, this is the unit, for those who are wondering, because I just showed you guys the walk from one to the other. This is the unit directly next to ours. We've been eyeing it and wanting it since we moved here, and we were like, you know what, let's make the financially smart decision to just not really have a living room space and just make do. But obviously we need those types of things with baby coming, and it's right next to us, and it did become available, and they just finished it, so it still smells lovely from the cleaner, who was very nice, and I met her yesterday. We got front door, we got big closet, we have the laundry, which our unit, this door has never closed. This one is still a little bit off, but it's not bad. And this one is much bigger than our unit. So very pleased with all the extra storage that is in here. Although the upper shelf is shorter, but like I'm not too mad with it because that closet is also there. And that is like double storage right in front, which I would prefer. And then we have the hallway, which is baby's room and Jay's room. Jay's my sibling, for those who are wondering. Their bathroom, this will be Jay's room. It's pretty much the same size as the unit that they already have, but they get a walk-in, which does take about a foot off of their living space. Then this will be baby's room, which may actually be my office at first, because with needing living space for baby and still needing a dining space, I don't think my office is gonna work out there right now. I'll have to finagle it again once the baby has their own room, but they're gonna be sleeping in our room for like the first year at least. So I think it's fine if I put my bookshelves and my desk in here for a little bit, because then I can like co-work with baby on book stuff on maternity leave, right? That's what I'm thinking. And I work from home, so we're gonna figure it out. But baby's little closet will be fully baby's closet, so all of baby's stuff will be mostly in here with their little clothes and stuff. And then the rest of this will be office for Olivia, which is just very simple. Ta-da. We're gonna have to do something with the window to kind of like, because this faces a street, and I don't like putting baby facing the street, but like I don't have a choice. So we're gonna have to figure out something with that. And then we make it back out to the living space. Ta-da. And as I showed you before, look, we've got the wonderful kitchen, which they did give us different counters in this one, because I think the people who were here before broke the counters and they couldn't find a replacement in time. But I like these speckled ones better than the current white ones we have, because this just hides if like there's a tiny thing stuck on it. So my OCD doesn't go crazy if like hair dares to fall on the counter, and then I'm like, everything's dirty. This, I think, just is gonna make it look cleaner. We've got sink, dishwasher, the stove, and the oven, microwave. I love the soft close shelves, which is in our unit as well. The only thing is they forgot to put the light in the fridge because it broke or was stolen. I don't know. We're like 80% certain that someone was squatting in here after the last construction crew people who were living here moved out. It's a whole thing. But this living room space, which my dream is to eventually get like another fireplace mantle. I had to give my old one away, the big one that I had in the living room. That was my entertainment center. And my like electric fireplace. I have the small one that goes in my bedroom, but my dream one is to have a bigger one right here. Right now, I just have like a thrift store find TV stand that is fine for now, but not my favorite. It's not my favorite aesthetic. It's too modern. Right here, I'll have a couch here, and then dining table goes into this little nook, which at first I was thinking using this nook for my office, but I do have a Kanban board, and that AC will just take everything off the Kanban board. So I don't 100% know if I want to do that, and I also think it's too small to put my desk and my bookshelf, but we're gonna figure it out as we go. And then we have the master bedroom. Everything looks like pale gray walls right now. We've got walk-in closet, which is very nice, and then the master bath as well. So for the most part, I'm gonna start trying to move some stuff in here right now. Jay is as well. And oh, I forgot to tell you as well, I'm not gonna show you the outside because I don't want people like finding me. That has happened before. But this is our balcony door, so this will slide out. I think this one is a little bit bigger. I might be imagining it, but it feels a little bit bigger than our one we have right now. At the very least, I like this placement more because it's not right behind my office. So, and it's also, we got here in summer. I didn't have money for anything really until like autumn. That's not the time you want to start a garden, but I miss my garden from back in California. I gave all my plants away to a family friend, and you know what? They haven't sent me like enough photos of them growing. I hope they didn't die, but I like growing jalapenos and just herbs and things like that. And I can't have them inside because one, I don't think this unit's gonna get very much daylight. It's the middle of the day right now and it's still pretty dark, but it is overcast. But I like cooking, I like making stuff at home, but my animals will eat stuff, so it has to go on the balcony. Yeah, but that's it. I'm gonna start moving some things, and just in general, trying to do it while 17 weeks pregnant, and every time I bend, feel gravity taking me forward. So we have hockey games, so we're not gonna be able to touch this until really Saturday morning, and we only technically had 3 days, but they're being very gracious and giving us a couple more days, so I don't know how long this vlog's gonna go, but we'll figure it out. Let's do it and move for the 4th year in a row. But it's just right next door, so it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Morning comes with the early summer light. Curtains sway gently by the window, and you're sleeping. Tender wind dancing on my skin makes me stay in bed a little longer to hear you breathing. Long for those quiet days when the hours drift away. Petals fall on the window pane as the clouds above float away. Evening comes with a fading summer light. Twilight air drifting through the window, and you're sleeping.
dad and you think baby is a what?
I suspect it's a girl.
I have no clue and I'm the mom. Okay, so do we want to like empty it and then like hold it and both bring it out and then open our eyes? Or like what do we want to do? Okay, so close your eyes. Yeah, both those close your eyes, no cheating. If you cheat, I'll have it on camera. Hey.
Are you looking?
No, I haven't closed. Hold on, I need them to leave. Okay, you're both doing your pass of the bag. Go, go, go. Okay, eyes closed, both of us. Okay, now start taking out the paper. Okay, reach your hand in, and let's bring it out. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. We brought it.
Oh my god.
It's a boy.
It's a boy? Nice, my mom was right.
Yeah, where'd the paper go?
Oh, right here.
Baby boy.
Here it is. I can't.
I know, I was like, we lifted up and then open our eyes. We still your eyes closed. Good job.
Yeah.
It's cute, so little.
Nice. Little boy.
Aw. Look at baby boy. It's so cute. Goodness.
He's a boy. You know how a lot of people voted it's a girl?
I know, everyone was, oh wow, destroy everything, Katara.
Everybody thought it's a girl?
Yeah, everybody
So-
was thinking it was a girl.
It's a boy, so they're gonna be dumbfounded.
He's so cute.
I knew immediately somehow, and then y'all talked me into it being a girl.
No, I didn't talk anything. I literally also thought it was a boy, and then I was like, I don't know now because I was just like, I was getting unisex clothes, so I felt like, oh, the unisex are always in the boys section, so I felt like I was gaslighting myself into thinking it was a boy. Okay.
Baby boy.
Baby boy.
Soft light falls on quiet sand. You almost leaned in. Shadows move, skin to skin. Something unspoken. Will you let me in? You and I will always have that one night. Come morning light, we'll always have that sunrise. We'll always have that sunrise. Daybreak, the shadows fade. You step back, I step away. Nothing's broken, nothing new.
Okay, I would call this room as done as I can get it right now because there's some things I have to do on the wall. There's some things that definitely need to be replaced. And a lot of this is gonna have to be redone anyways when baby comes because like I don't want all these cords out. I don't want all of this tech in here necessarily around baby. But at the same time, I know they're not gonna be like running around, grabbing stuff, putting stuff in their mouth for like a little bit. You know, they're gonna be like a small little thing that can't do all the movement yet. You know what I mean? But for those wondering, yes, this is baby's room. Yes, this is also my office. Right now it's a 2-4. I debated whether or not I was gonna do this for like ages because I really wanted to give the baby like their own space, but I'm also like, they're gonna be sleeping in our room in a bassinet for a very long time. So like, why not for the next however long, give myself a little bit of room and space in here, and I can always recalibrate the living room later and take my stuff out at a later time as the baby grows, needs more space, etc. Especially because we don't know how fast they're gonna grow, how much they're gonna want their own space, how quickly. We don't know how long living here, Jay will live here, or baby might take that room if Jay just decides like, I'm gonna get my own place. Like, who knows what happens, right? Like, who knows? But right now, this makes the most sense, especially because I figure when the baby's very little and I'm on maternity leave, I spend the majority of my time on the computer writing anyways, and it feels kind of counter to put the baby in a different room where I would be nervous about leaving them just so they can nap when I could just get them used to the sound of me tapping at my computer and then have them in the same room. You know what I mean? That, and sorry, I have a mint in my mouth because I was getting a little nauseous as I was doing stuff. But also, if it's very much like a child, like baby boy. If baby boy is, still crazy that we know that now, but if baby boy is very much like a clingy one, he literally might want to just like be worn while I'm writing, or while I'm working when I go back to work. So who knows? So that's why for now, this seems like the best place to have this, and I might all get moved out of here, just depending. So I'm not too committed to anything right now, but it will be a nice filming space. So this is what we got going on. I've got baby's clothes. We're going to Once Upon a Child on Sunday to go and get a bunch of more baby stuff. So I'm very excited about that. I love that store. Most of our pieces we have so far are from there, which I don't think I've shown you all of them. So let me do like a little haul. These are all also gonna get washed ahead of time. So I'm just putting them up to like have them up. And it's so funny too, because I got the blue hangers before we knew the gender, just because they were at the thrift store and I like wanted to have something. I also apologize for the fact that like a cat laid on one of these and just its hair everywhere on baby boy's clothes already. But again, they're going to get washed. And obviously we're not gonna let the cats lay on it or anything, but in my defense, we were moving, it was chaos. I didn't realize they were doing that, but this was the one we did the little gender announcement with. Steven picked it out. It's got little dinosaurs. And then we've got the original one we did the first like baby announcement with, which is this wee little one with the camping. And then we've got little Basie. We've got these rocket ships, these little stars, these little rocket ships as well, and stars and moons. And then this one reads a little bit more girl, but it was like my preferred type of onesie thing here because it's got the mittens and it's got the socks and it's a zipper and not like a button like most of these other ones. I think all these other ones are buttons. So I do want more like this, and it is green, but I think it's like a little dainty, but like, you know, they're probably gonna wear this for like 2 weeks and then grow out of it, so like, it doesn't matter. Then we have like the cutest little bear one that we got, which was pretty gender neutral as well, because we just really wanted like the little bear ear things. And then we ended up with 2 little PJ sets that were just too adorable to pass up that were on sale. And this one also has like the little bear ears that are adorable, but these are also for when baby is older because this is gonna be more of like Christmas time anyways when the baby's about this big. So this will be Christmas outfit time. It's a bit colder and it will make more sense because I want to make sure that usually these items are a little bit more expensive to get, so I do want to make sure that we're getting all the winter stuff in advance because baby will still be quite little, but if they end up not fully growing into this in time, you know, for Christmas specifically, there's still colder months. It's Canada, right? Katara, don't act like you did stuff today. You didn't do anything. You didn't help at all. Okay, I'm super tired. 1 room down, several more to go. Hi guys, it's been a little bit and there's been some developments. I thought I was pretty close to getting this house organized. And then a series of events unfolded. The main one being something I will definitely be going into more in probably my next video, which is that I got laid off, again. And this one was definitely not it was like they terminated the entire position, which is the exact same thing they did in my last job. But it was less than 3 weeks after I told them I was pregnant. It was a couple days after I had asked to actually have a weekend and have days off because I wasn't getting any days off. And I was definitely working over 40 hours with no compensation or anything. And then after the weekend, I was really told I would have 3 working weeks left and that would be it for me. So definitely not fair. Not fair, anything that happened at all, and whether or not there's a lawsuit there or whatnot will be determined not by myself, but just basically by the BC Work Council or something like that I have to submit to. But that is a thing for a future time, and what that means for my writing, and obviously for the fact that I'm having a baby. All of that we'll dive into a different video. But because of that, we just have an amazing support system here, and there's a lot of programs that helped us out and everything. And I was very worried I wouldn't be able to get everything I need for the baby, and so some nice people reached out with just amazing free shit. So my house is now full of a bunch of stuff that I'm very blessed to have, but I also have not gotten to organize. So let's chat a little bit while I go through some baby clothes that we got for free from some amazing people. And I mean, we got clothes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I am going to be unemployed. And this time I think is going to be quite different than the last time. What's this one? Little giraffes and a little car. This one is adorable. What month is this? I have to like organize these by how many months these are so I can put them in the closet correctly. So this is an 18 month and I'm definitely keeping that one. So that's a little cute little hat with a beard. I'm gonna get so distracted. But last time I was laid off, it was very much, oh, I'm gonna be a full-time writer now because I don't think I have a choice, because I had already applied to like 811 jobs, I think, and nobody, and I mean nobody, was getting back to me. And meanwhile, you know, we also kind of knew we wanted to move up here to Canada. And so we were debating back and forth, trying to figure out, do we try to make California work or do we leave? And in the end, it was obviously leave. But that meant, because all of the paperwork was not finalized for Jay or for my husband Steven, my sibling Jay and my husband Steven, to be able to work, it meant I had to get another job because I didn't have a choice. I was the only one who could legally work. I was the only one who was legally a citizen, and my husband hadn't gotten his PR yet. So that meant it was time for me to just suck it up and get another job. Now, obviously, it is getting a little bit more difficult to do that as we proceed through this pregnancy, and I'm also going to be on unemployment soon, which, mind you, they laid me off 3 weeks before I could take my unemployment. Why? So that they did not legally have to hold the position for me for 16 to 18 months when I took it, because that was the earliest I could have taken it. So that's so nice of them. But I honestly, again, I'm gonna go through this more in the full video about this topic, but I have never been properly unemployed, I think, my entire adult life. I started working at, I think, 17-ish years old, maybe, no, not 17. I started working at, it was 2017, that's why I'm getting mixed up. But I started working in 2017 and I haven't really properly stopped. I stopped a little bit during the pandemic. I was furloughed, but that wasn't really like a break. It was just me having a depressive spiral, stuck in an abusive home for like forever, or what felt like forever anyways. And so I didn't really have that, I wouldn't count that time off. I had a singular weekend in between being in retail and then starting my first corporate job when I quit retail. And then from there, I had the one singular month, and I do mean singular month, in between being laid off from my corporate job and being moved up here. I spent, no, I think I had a month and a half maybe. I got laid off in May and I was working at this job by mid-July. So it wasn't a big break by any stretch of the imagination. And so I didn't really have time off there. I was moving. I was stuck homeless in Seattle for 2 weeks in the midst of all of the chaos of moving and all of the problems we had with the border. And then from then, I've been working, and I've always been working. And there's been times when my sibling Jay hasn't worked. There's been times when my husband hasn't worked, and it's never been my time, I guess you could say, to get to have that time off to do anything else. And I know unemployment is stressful, and I know it's different in Canada than it is in the States, but luckily we have nice safety nets here, and with Jay and Steven now able to work, it is looking more and more likely that I will be able to actually just have this time off. Yes, I will be able to take unemployment and maternity, and it will not affect either one, which is nice. So I'll be going on unemployment, and then following that, I will be on my maternity leave, which means that I will be unemployed as of March 19th will be my final day, and then after that, I will be on maternity leave eventually, and my hope and my dream that I will go more into in the next video will be the fact that I never want to work for another person again. And I said that last time I was laid off because I am tired of the corporate greed and the hustle culture, and then I just ended up in a very similar situation yet again because I had no other option, because I had to make this work and I was the only one who could work. And now that is not the case. Now there are other people who can help, and there are other ways for me to just go about things, I guess, and it's not necessary. Both Jay and Steven have told me, like, you need to not be the one doing these things anymore, and yeah, it's that time, I think. And luckily we have, again, a nice support system down here, or up here, and everything that is helping, and there's lots of programs and things to be able to get what little man needs. But yeah, gender reveal and laid off in the same video, crazy work. But yeah, I'm gonna be going into it more into a future video, but I did want to give you guys like the heads up that content will probably be coming way more often, because my goal now, that again I will get more into, is the fact that I don't want to ever work for another person again. I never want to sacrifice my creativity, my freedom, myself, my morals, my ethics, or my health for a job ever again. And that's what I've consistently done the entire time I have been a working adult. And so I obviously cannot do that with a child on the way. They need to be a priority that is big in my life, and unfortunately I can't have work a priority, a baby a priority, and my creative pursuits as a priority. And like I've told you guys before, I'm way too ambitious to give up on my dreams, and I don't want to be raising a child who watches me give up my dreams for them, or for basically making a certain amount of dollars to be able to support them. I'd rather see them, or have them watch me support them through things I'm actually passionate about. And I'm tired of spending so much of my life working for other people and trying to make them money rather than building something I actually care about. And so my hope, and what we'll be chronicling going forward, is going to be that I want to use this time on unemployment and then on maternity leave to become a full-time author. And yes, it's an author mom, and yes, I know maternity leave is not really a break, it's not really time off, and yes, I'll be using this time to build something of a new career, but it's still something I'm excited for, because I would rather have the time off knowing I have 12 to 18 months with my baby, and that we will all be good, we all expect that, and hopefully I will not have to then sacrifice time with him for a paycheck going back to a job, because that has never been my dream or my desire in any capacity. And so we're hopefully going to be chasing that dream of full-time author momness coming up, and I'm very much excited for it. But that also means, hey guys, I'm gonna have, hopefully, until baby gets here, the time to make some pretty good content, I think, or I hope you think so, and really be able to devote time to things I care about, like this channel and other things that I've let go on the sideline, because I always had to prioritize work. I always had to prioritize being the breadwinner, being the stable income, when other people in my life couldn't be, and it wasn't that time. But I think now, for the first time, it is that time for me to be able to just enjoy being a mom, enjoy being a writer, and I'm very excited for it. So the rest of this video, I think, will be B-roll of me finishing setting up everything, including the cutie baby clothes. And then after that, we're going to be doing next video is everything about my plan of making a full-time author mom life work, hopefully. Obviously, things will have to change once big boy is here, but for the time being, what we're doing is hopefully going to be successful and hopefully get us the life that we actually want and not have to compromise anymore for the sake of a paycheck, because I am very much over that. But I will now finish getting all of the baby things ready. Okay guys, it is March 10th and a lot of life developments have happened while I've been trying to settle into our new apartment this past month-ish. I will definitely be making a bigger video on one of the main topics, but for smaller topics, obviously, given the mess behind me still, the entire apartment is not set up, the nursery is not entirely set up, but we did make pretty good progress. There's just certain things I need, like larger furniture pieces that I just don't have the budget for, including like those cubbies that I want to get here, but I want to put it full of the baby stuff and not full of my printer and random things like that. And then I want to move all of this stuff into some large bookshelves that I might have Steven build custom. He was kind of interested in doing it, so we'll see. And that would go into the living room on that big wall that you saw all those other boxes stuffed up onto. Those are all of our holiday decorations, so all of those have to go to a storage unit, which luckily our apartment complex does provide. So we'll be taking those there at some point. And then of course I want to get a nice comfy couch to make that whole entertainment center just look nicer in general, once I make it look nicer. And then also just to have some place to enjoy that large TV that we do have. And this large living area space that we have been granted in this new unit. Another small update, yes, I chopped off all my hair. It wasn't supposed to be this short, but I really wanted all of the dead stuff from when I was bleaching it like crazy off. And this is the first time I think I've been somewhat close to my natural hair color in a very long time. I think there's still some highlights down here a little bit, but this is my natural color, which I have not seen since I was in middle school. I also didn't finish my short novel edits and I sent it to a beta, so very shortly we should actually have a finalized book ready for publication soon. I already have the cover for it as well, which is exciting. And probably one of the biggest milestones this far, which again I'm gonna make an entire video about, is that I was laid off again. Yes. Twice in 1 year. The job market sucks. Yeah, I'm fairly certain it is literally only because I'm pregnant. They have only known I've been pregnant for 3 weeks, and they gave me 3 working weeks, and at the end of those 3 working weeks, which is next week at the time I'm ending this video, will be 3 weeks before the earliest day I could have taken my maternity leave. So I'm already in talks with the lawyer about it, just to see, but yeah, I'm not pleased, shall we say, with that turn of events, but at the same time, it was a job that was draining me, and I did move to my Pluto line. So one of the things with astrocartography, similar to astrology, is if you move near your Pluto line, layoffs are a major thing that can happen frequently if you're not living according to your life purpose. And my life purpose just isn't working for someone else. It's working on my books, it's making videos for you guys. It's not doing this whole 9-to-5 grind, especially with a micromanager who likes to critique every single thing I do, even when I'm supposed to be the professional who knows what I'm doing, and they have no experience in social media management, but I digress. I found it a couple weeks ago, and yes, that means that they knew that I had just moved into a more expensive, bigger apartment and that I was expecting, and they still decided to do what they did, so yeah. But what does this mean for channel, etc.? I'm again gonna do a bigger video on this, but we're still trucking along, and basically because I'm going to be 24 weeks pregnant by the time that my final day is, no one's gonna hire me. I am very much showing, and I am very much out of breath and winded and all of those things. I also will not have a vehicle because I've been driving around in the smart car that has been provided by this job, and I'm hoping that our car that we hit a deer with when we first got into Canada last year will be fixed. It's been with the mechanic for a little bit now, and we're just waiting on some last parts to arrive, so I'm hoping that our car will be all great, perfect before my last day of my day job. But then from then, it's basically full-time author trucking along. I'm gonna be going on unemployment, and then I'll be going on my maternity leave. So I'm basically taking just an early maternity leave because it's unemployment at first. And hopefully, my hope is that I will again get into more later, is that I will be able to use this time to just do full-time author stuff and get into a full-time author career based off of the hard work that I am able to put in now that I do not have other things distracting me. I also, back in February, had lost my freelance client I had as well, that I was doing their social media for as well, which was a nice check every month, but I just don't think that this social media, website design, all of these things that I have been honestly had most of my experience in over the past couple of years, I don't think that even doing it freelance is necessarily for me. I know stories are for me, you know what I mean? And there might come a day when I change my mind on this, but at the very least right now, I think this is the universe giving me a giant sign saying, if you're ever going to try this full-time author thing, if you're ever going to try this full-time YouTuber, selling your books, doing events, the kind of thing, it's going to be right now because I'm going to make you. And I even saw a psychic the other day who basically confirmed as much, which, mind-blowing, one of the best readings I've ever gotten for like $15. It was kind of crazy. But yeah, so we're again figuring out as we go along. There's still more to this house to go and figure out, but for now, especially because we're going to be balling on a budget for a little bit here on unemployment, I'll leave you to that, and you'll be seeing more of me very shortly because I've got some videos to film, I've got some books to release, and all of those things, and now I literally have no one to blame but myself if my goals do not happen, because there is nothing in my way and no finger I can point at any sort of day job sucking the life out of me that I could possibly point to and say it's their fault. It's all gonna be on me, which is terrifying, but it also is time. So that will be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. I can't wait to show you more of the nursery as it comes about and share more about my upcoming book that I'm hoping to release before baby boy gets here in July. I'll see you guys in the next one, so bye!